Morning everyone. How have we been so far this week? Hope you've been okay, been on track on what you're planning for the week, for your exercise and your meal plans. Just want to talk about a subject today that I've suffered from in the past when I was in the prison service, which really hit me hard, and it was hard to get my head around it. I was suffering a lot from anxiety. I didn't really realise. So it kind of hit me out of the blue. Got to the point where I was feeling really nervous about going into work. I remember that drive going into work, and I'd be thinking in my car, how can I get out of this? How can I get out of going to work? I'd be up late at night. I'd be thinking about it. I couldn't sleep. I get palpitations. I've been constantly, when I'm working, thinking about what am I doing? How can I get out of this? I'm actually dreading going into work, and that is quite a hard state to be in. And I didn't realise, I was in that state of, being really nervous about going into work. So the anxiety just built up and built up and built up. And over time, I was literally trying to come to terms with how can I deal with this? What can I do? And in keeping it inside and not talking to anyone made it even worse. So eventually what I did is, eventually I got some counselling. So through work, which I was lucky enough for the prison service, is I got some counselling. So with the counselling, that helped me. And I talked about why I was there, and it was a lot of other things building up around that. It was the work thing was the main trigger, but there was outside, areas as well that were building up, and I felt trapped and I couldn't get anywhere. So with the counselling, or you don't have to go to counselling, guys, you could talk to someone. Talk to someone who's a good listener. And we all need listeners around us, who can listen to you, who can relate to it, and there's someone there to unload and talk to. So that really helped me, and it was the point where I just didn't enjoy. I did not enjoy going into that situation at work. And I know it's not a very nice place to work in the prison service, and there's a lot of my colleagues here, following my page that really relate to this, and I've spoken to a lot of people about this. Is you can't think at night dreading to go into work the next day. You just can't do that. You might relate to this. You're suffering from lack of sleep. You're fearing. Whereas there's two symptoms. There's fear, your body's in immediate danger. So that's fear. Okay. Anxiety is you're thinking about it, but it's not actually going to happen to you immediately. But you're thinking about that. You're thinking about the fear that am I going to get attacked? Is something going to happen to me? But the fear is happening now, okay? So that's the two sides of it. So the anxiety is a build-up of it, and you're constantly thinking about something. You can't get out of your head. It's just a hard place to be at. It's not nice. So, the way I tried to deal with it, one was I had the counselling. And then when I was in that situation, with the training with me, it helped me to switch off. Now, it's not for everyone, but the training, going to the gym, even going out for a run. The running for me helped me a hell of a lot, and the running got me out, and it was my headspace. We know we've got apps out there, we've got Calm, there's other apps out there that can help you, and you can meditate. So meditation is very good. Jess has helped me with that, and we've just started doing meditation at night before we go to bed to help switch the brain off. That's a really good release, and you can unwind the mind, and then you could sleep better during the night instead of pinging your eyes open and looking at the ceiling, which we all know. Most of us have probably been there at some point, and it's not nice. Staring at the ceiling and wishing you would go to sleep. The more you think about it, going to sleep, you can't go to sleep, and you get more anxious. You get to feel about it, and it's not nice to be at. So, having the meditation will help you switch off. And then sometimes the foods could trigger that off, because obviously when you start feeling anxious, if you're not sleeping, you're tired during the day, sometimes our eating habits become worse. So we look at increasing sugar to help ourselves feel better, so more energy during the day. and also we might look at obviously having more caffeine. So we're trying to keep ourselves awake during the day, but then that doesn't help because of the diet. We might start putting a bit of weight on, and we might obviously guys might start feeling a little bit tighter. And before we know it, we're feeling a bit anxious about that because obviously the anxiety is building up because A, I'm not feeling great, and B, I'm starting to put a bit more weight on, I'm feeling a bit more unhealthy. So it can trigger a lot of things. So the idea is from this, if you guys are suffering from this, don't just sit there and suffer in silence. Get that help. If you need to go to the doctors, go to the doctor, speak about it. It's not about taking a magic pill. It can help. Medication, great, but it's that long term. You need to deal with it long term. You need to deal with what's going on inside your head. Get that help and go and speak to someone. Get some professional help, and then they can talk through the situations with you, which really helped me, and then it'll help you deal with it at long term. And then after that, hopefully the anxiety will start to decrease. If it's your job, then you need to deal with that situation and speak to someone at work, and get some help. There are a lot of referral systems in workplaces now that you can go and speak to someone. There might be staff care and welfare. There'll be something along there you can be signposted to and speak to someone about it. Don't just let things go, and build it up because it's just you're not going to get any better, guys. So dealing with anxiety, people say, "Oh, we have anxiety." Well, it's nothing, but trust me, it isn't a nice place to be at. If you can deal with it, and then long term, you'll be so much better off, guys. So I hope that's helped you. It just literally get some help, guys, if you are suffering from it, because it will help you long term. It's helped me out. I'm in a good place now. Obviously I have good and bad days, but my headspace is a lot better now than what I ever have been. Okay, the job changed because I changed my job from going from the prison service to full time into what I love doing. Is obviously in my business, helping people change their lives, helping people improve their mindset, and just generally helping people, get to the next level they want to be at. So take from it, listen to what we said today, get some help, guys, who're suffering from it. If you know someone who's suffering from it, then speak to them about it. Most importantly, don't suffer on your own, guys. Get that help, all right? So I'll catch you up again in the week, guys. My name is Mark Hart. This is Hart Fitness. Have a great day. I'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.